that was a rough ride. Excuse me, my dear. Sorry to barge in on you, but you can't always time your arrival with these nutty boxes.
Who are you?
Oh, Merlin's my name. Not that Merlin. It's a common name among magicians. And you must be Jack's girl. Laura, isn't it?
Yes, very pleased to meet you. You knew my father?
Knew him. I was his best friend. We were mates back in the day. I figured you could use some help. Jack would have wanted me to help you.
Help? What kind of help would I need?
See, a long time ago, shortly after your mother, disappeared, your father was left alone with the wee babe. He was devoted to you and to his craft. Merlin, he said to me, one day I won't be here to watch over my wee lass, and I'm counting on you to see to it that she doesn't get cheated out of her inheritance.
Inheritance? I've seen the will. Everything went to his apprentice, Charlie.
Even the box?
Everything.
That doesn't seem right. No, I'm certain your father meant for you to have his magic box. Jack kept very close about his box. You know, I was just thinking how I ought to come and find you and... Poof! I was here! Ah! I thought Jack might have taught you how to work that thing, but I see now that he kept it from you, too. Didn't he include it in his act?
No, he said it was too dangerous. I've noticed a lot of interest in that box. We've had more than our share of tourists hanging around that thing.
You need to be very careful, my dear. That crew can be a desperate lot.
Desperate as they may be, but I just tell them to kiss off. We had one of those desperate fellows hanging around here when my dad was alive, name of Armando. He apprenticed with my dad until it was obvious that he was only hanging around to get at that box. He even pretended he loved me. You're welcome to stay here. My dad kept a bedroom at the back of the theater. I'll show you.
Well, look at the malodorous roadkill the cat dragged
Good
in.
morning, Merlin. I rather expected you turned up.
Don't you age, Daniela?
No, it is not what I do. It is never what I do.
I don't know if I would want to always be young. Did some very stupid things when I was young.
Am I one of the stupid things you did when you were young?
You are the most stupid thing I did when I was young.
Oh, poor Merlin has a conscience. What a shame. It is such an inconvenience to have a conscience. Do you have a conscience? Oh, no. Merlin, nothing bad came out of our little fling. So you made love to your best friend's wife. Don't make it into such a big deal, old man.
But you had a child. Our child.
Don't remind me. That little parasite almost wrecked my gorgeous body. It is not my fault that the little bitch got thrust into this world.
How is it not your fault? You were there at the moment of conception, as I recall.
I was there, but I didn't ask to become a mother. You stuck your magic wand where it didn't belong. Oh, and for years I had to put on with Jack's sanctimonious shit about doing good in the world. There he was, sitting in the source of immeasurable power on the world, and he wants to become a Girl Scout. Well, he's gone now, and the box is as good as mine.
How exactly do you plan to get it?
Well, Merlin, if you must know, I plan to marry the new owner.
You're gonna marry that boy? That's obscene! I can't let you do that.
How will you stop me, darling? The young man is smitten. Do you really think he's going to listen to an old man trying to tell him that his new sexy lover is really an old witch out to rob him? Be realistic, Merlin. The box is mine. Well, I must be running. Adios, Merlin.
Oh, that miserable woman. She's just too much for me. I'm just too old to handle her. I never could handle her. Too old. Too old. I'm just a frail and tattered old magician. These bones have been around a time or two. There aren't many tricks I haven't mastered. But next to her I don't know what to do. There was a time when I was young and foolish, she tricked me with her beauty and her charm. She made me wrong, the only friend I ever had. But when she looks my way, I still get warm. I don't expect remorse from her. I'm not a stupid sorcerer. There's too much sorrow to incur by telling what there is to tell. That woman makes my hormones stir. It's tempting to, of course, infer that I might be in love with her, except that she's a bitch from hell. We met one sunny day, I think in April, when winter's chill was giving way to spring. She held my hand and braided flowers in my hair. She told me she and Jack were quarreling. But quarreling or not, he was her husband. He was among the very greatest friends. That devil woman schemed to have my daughter. That is why I need to make amends. I don't expect remorse from her. It's tempting to, of course, infer that I might be in love. You get it. Now loneliness is all I have in life. Loneliness is all I have in
Who are you?
Name's Merlin.
Yeah, right, and I'm Tinkerbell.
I very much doubt that your name is Tinkerbell Charlie, but I can assure you that my name is Merlin.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Oh, I know a lot of things. Like where you spent last night and with whom.
Yeah? How about that? I was a beast!
Yes, I'm sure you were.
There is this stunning gal with a body that won't quit, and she wants what I got. She craves my anatomy. She refers to my equipment as a classic American hot rod. Isn't that wild? A hot rod? Get it? Get
No,
it?
it's brilliant. You don't suppose she could be using you, do you?
Using me for what?
Well, perhaps she's after your property.
What's wrong with him?
He's in love.
That's ridiculous. I've got to figure out how to fix this box before Charlie does something stupid with it.
Yes, you must learn how to operate it. I will look around. You know, maybe there's an instruction manual somewhere. Although instruction manuals are all online these days. Laura, you were fired. You're not supposed to be here.
Merlin, you knew my mother, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, what was she like? Tell me about her.
Well, she was special.
In what way? What do you mean?
Well, once you met her, you never forgot her.
Oh, I was sure of that. Was she pretty?
Oh, my, very pretty.
And what was her hair like? Was she a blonde or a redhead?
Oh, she could be either, or a brunette. She changed her hair quite often, at the blink of an eye. Very unpredictable, your mother.
They must have been very much in love, my parents.
One of them was.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. So, how you gonna get that box to work?
Ugh, this instruction manual is not very helpful. It's written in 6 different languages, and some of them are even written upside down.
I'm afraid you don't have much time. That witch is coming.
I don't have an evil nature.
You don't have an evil.
I don't have an evil nature. I don't have an evil nature. But evil wins.
You wrecked my magic box. But now it works right again. That's men still think with their cocks and their dark secrets. My vajayjay unlocked. Yes, it's my magic box. My magic box. Never think of her shooting us. We just a peek at her magic box. We just a peek at my magic box.
Fabulous! You got it working!
Yeah, it wasn't so hard after all. Armando helped me.
Armando, where is he? We have to be very careful of him.
Don't worry, he's gone.
Gone where?
Let's just say I sent him away.
Ah, so we're all alone.
Yep, just you, me, and the box.
So, how does it work?
That's quite simple, actually. I just wave my arms and say abracadabra.
And what if you just wave your arms or just wish something?
It won't work. I've got to say something.
Splendid. Then we won't have any interference from you. Oh, Daniela, my dear, come look at what I have for you.
What are you doing, Merlin? Are you crazy? It's just...
Settle down, Laura. I think we can do without your mouth for a little while.
Ooh, how nice, Merlin! You got the box working and the little cow is all tied up.
Yes.
Nicely done.
My dear, I believe we've won. Oh, Laura, I suppose I should explain. You see, Daniela and I just became reacquainted at the bar. She convinced me with a cocktail that there was virtue in helping her take charge of Jack's box. She was, after all, his faithful wife. And by right, she ought to have inherited his possessions.
I used my magic box to get to your magic box. Every secret thought my vajayjay unlocked. Yes, it's my magic box.
We've got her where we want, we've got her tied up tight, we've got her mouth shut. We finally done it right.
I always knew I'd win. You're a pathetic clown. That's why it makes me laugh to see you beaten down. Now you can kiss my ass and you can lick my feet, 'cause even you can see that we have got you beat. Victory, it's with this magic and it's
Oh, for me, it's something I will share with you.
Have you heard the news? Since I win, you lose. If you've got the blues, sing it.
You must be amazed, maybe completely crazed, since we own your box now. Victory, it's sweet, it's magic, and it's all for me. It's something we won't share with, and nothing can compare with the thrill we have with beating you.
You've been a good boy, Merlin, and you'll get your reward later. But first, let's get me into the driver's seat of this thing. So, how does it work?
Oh, it's quite simple, my dear. The box has been activated, as you can see. Now, we must transfer Laura's power to you. You must enter the box, and then the box's energy will flow into you.
I'm not sure I should get inside the box with the nasty little girl sitting right there. She might make it do something to me.
Oh, no, she can't. She has to speak in order to make the box work.
Oh.
No words, no magic, right, Laura?
Oh, look how mad you made her! That's about right, Laura. I am taking possession of your box. It is so nice when children are seen and not heard. Victory. It's sweet as magic and it's all for me. It's something we will share with you. Oh, Laura. Oh, I am feeling the energy of the box entering me. Oh, what a lovely feeling. Oh, to have all that warm energy. Entering me. Oh.
Well, that's great, lady. I sure hope you like it because you're going to be very cold very soon.
You're talking? You're talking? Merlin, you tricked me! Ah! Laura, you little bitch, let me! Ah!
Bye, Mom.
Abracadabra!
Well done! Where have you sent her?
Callisto.
The fourth moon of Jupiter. She'll hate it. Oh, Laura, I'm sorry I had to treat you roughly, but I needed to make Daniela believe that I had betrayed you.
Did you really, have sex with her at the bar in the back?
Oh, my, it was very difficult.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your sacrifice.
It's sad, though, that you had to send Armando away. I hope you didn't also send him to Callisto. A lifetime with Daniela on a cold Jovian moon? I'm not sure I could think of anything worse. As I hear tell, he was a pretty fair magician.
He was. He apprenticed with my father. I used to love watching him perform.
So what happened between you? It sounds like there was something there.
We had some trust issues.
What a pity. What will you do now for companionship? What will you do for magic? Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
What do you think of my new threads? I look pretty sharp, don't you think? Say, where's Danny?
Gone.
Thank God. She was really starting to annoy me. And she sucked as my partner. And not like sucked in a good way, but sucked. All she wanted to do was strut around showing off her body. Well, I guess it's me and you, just like it used to be.
No, Charlie, I don't think so. I think it's time I went out on my own.
Sorry, that doesn't work for me. You're a much better magician than I am, and I couldn't handle the competition. Besides, your dad left all of his magic junk to me, so I guess you're out of luck. Say, Merlin, why did Laura's father leave all of his things to me instead of her?
I imagine he knew that scoundrels would be after the magic box, so he put the villains onto you instead of onto his daughter. He knew that you would never get the box working and that Laura would. He and the box had that kind of understanding.
I was used. Oh well, I still own the magic stuff, so you're stuck with me.
No, Charlie, I have my own magic. And I have a better partner.
Who?
Armando. It turns out he's not so bad after all. And he loves me.
But I thought you sent him to Callisto.
I said I sent him away, but I didn't say I sent him to Callisto. You see, he put himself in a pretty vulnerable position. He trusted me. I was learning to like him, and I thought I might want to keep him around, so I only sent him down to the bodega.
Oh, thank God you brought snacks.
I'll be taking that one right there. Thank you very much.
You beautiful magician with your tender touch, your charming disposition was an added plus. Could it be that you're the magic that I need so much? I'm ready for what the future has in store for us.
Come on, my boy. I think we need to go.
Where are we going, Pops?
Oh, shit. Am I his father, too? Nah. I'm taking you on my wing, young fella. I might be able to make a fair magician out of you.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't like that old man stink coming from under your wing. Tell you what, you teach me some magic, and I'll teach you how to take a bubble bath. That way, you can get yourself a hottie like I got for myself.
Yes, my boy. I'm sure you're right.
Merlin, my wicked mother told me something that shook me. I need to know if it's true, and I need you to tell me the truth. Are you my father?
No. Jack was your father.
I knew it, but thanks.